In the realm of law, the concept of the burden of proof is fundamental to the determination of guilt or innocence, liability or non-liability. This article aims to provide a comprehensive understanding of the burden of proof in civil cases, its significance, and how it influences legal proceedings. What is the burden of proof? The burden of proof is a legal obligation that requires a party to prove a particular fact or issue in dispute. In civil cases, this burden typically rests on the plaintiff, who must prove their case by a preponderance of the evidence. This means that the plaintiff must convince the court that it is more likely than not that their version of the facts is true. How does the burden of proof influence civil cases? The burden of proof plays a crucial role in civil cases, as it determines which party must present evidence and the standard of proof required. The party with the burden of proof must present sufficient evidence to persuade the court that their version of the facts is more likely than not true. If the party fails to meet this burden, the court may rule against them. Shifting the burden of proof. In some cases, the burden of proof may shift from one party to another. For example, if the plaintiff presents sufficient evidence to establish a prima facie case, the burden may shift to the defendant to rebut the evidence. Similarly, if the defendant raises an affirmative defense, such as self-defense in a personal injury case, the burden may shift to the defendant to prove the defense. Types of evidence. In civil cases, parties may present various types of evidence to meet their burden of proof. This evidence can include witness testimony, documents, photographs, expert opinions, and physical evidence. The admissibility of evidence is subject to rules of evidence, which govern what evidence is admissible and how it may be presented. The burden of proof is a fundamental concept in civil cases, determining which party must present evidence and the standard of proof required. Understanding the burden of proof is essential for litigants, attorneys, and judges alike, as it shapes the course of legal proceedings and the outcome of cases.